Fáilte roimh arís go baile áit trim. Welcome to the banks of the Boyne, the yellow steeple in the distance, the castle as well, and of course the welcoming donkeys. I hope you had a good week, and I hope you're looking forward to this programme from Matt and Michael, and Paddy, and Skeelta. We have another poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. Matt remembers the great Larry Cunningham, the anniversary of whose death 9 years ago is tomorrow, the 28th of September. I have a poem based on a film which came out in 1947. Paddy contributes his usual wise musings on the little events that happen in his exciting life. And we end with a couple of Clare songs. And we have a special treat for fans of Skeelta. So we hope you enjoy what's coming up. Here's a poem by Robert Louis Stevenson, who, as well as having written books for children and adults like Treasure Island and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Kidnapped as well, also wrote poetry for children. And this is from his collection A Child's Garden of Verses, which was published in 1885. My Shadow. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoots up taller than an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me, he's a coward, you can see. I think shame to stick to nursing, as the shadow sticks to me. One morning very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found a shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an arrant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed.
Hello everybody, I hope you are all very well. Today I thought I would celebrate the memory of Larry Cunningham. He was one of our great singers, show band singers from the show band years. And I think the name of his group was the Country Blue Boys. Now, you would be forgiven if you thought Larry Cunningham was a Leitrim man, because his name is synonymous with that song, Lovely Leitrim. But in fact, Larry was born in County Longford. I think the name of his town or townland was Clooneen. Born in 1938 and died in Dublin in 2012. Ar yeiste goreba onam, Delish. I'm going to sing Lovely Leitrim. Now, you all know it. But as you also know, if you remember Larry Cunningham, his voice is very different from my voice. And so this song would be sung by him in a much lower key. Now, Sean and Clare choice, this is your party piece. And this key that I had specially commissioned from my friend David Andrada will suit, I think, the two of us. So we can do this as a duet. And anyone else that likes to join in, they'll be welcome. Is that all right, Sean? I hope you enjoy it. Last night I had a pleasant dream. I woke up with a smile. I dreamt that I was back again in dear old Erin's Isle. I thought I saw Loch Allen's banks in the valleys down below. It was my lovely Leitrim where the shone waters flow. I stood enchanted by the scene of grandeur and delight. I headed off for Carrick Town before the dark of night. I passed Sheemore, that fairy hill where flowers wildly grow, and I saw the grave of Finn McCool where the Shannon waters flow. The next I saw was Fina town with her ancient abbey walls, where the preaching of her holy monks re-echoes through the halls. I stood with reverence on the spot, reluctant for to go, from the town of saints and sages where the Shannon waters flow. I've travelled far through these great lands, from the east unto the west, and of all the lands I've ever been, I love my own the best. And if ever I return again, there's one place I will go, 'twill be to lovely Leitrim where the Shannon waters flow. Now Sean, thank you for joining in, and I hope you all enjoyed that.
This is a poem of mine, written around the fact that the film Odd Man Out was released in 1947, which was the year of my birth. The film was a darkish film set in Belfast, directed by Carol Reed. It was a film noir. Lots of rain, darkness, killing and treachery in it. And I imagine my parents watching it in a cinema in Sligo while my mother was expecting me. And because they had lost 2 children in infancy just before me, I imagine it was a very fraught time for them. The film wasn't actually shown in Sligo until 1948, but I'm taking a little poetic license with that. Odd Man Out, 1947. I see my parents, 3 months before I was born, holding hands in the Gaiety Cinema, Sligo, terrified by the darkness, the rain, the mud, the threatening children, the treacherous friends. I'm sure I too stirred to the snivelling music, pitied the drenched, doomed wanderer, the love innocent, the faith futile. Afterwards, I heard them pray that they might see this son walk, go to school. My mother reassuring my father that it was just a film, the darkness essential, betrayal a plot device, Irish rain a Hollywood cliché, the finale a neat wrap, and that in the real world things were different, more difficult.
If you are real, stretch out your hand to mine.
We'll be back after this short break.
They're going to serve in my navy. when this busy day is done, this prawn cut fillet in golden crumb, only birds I know how they like their fish fingers to be. They make some fish fingers look like short rations.
And a captain's table for tea.
Another golden catch from the captain's table.
Hooray!
Don't forget the fruit gums, oh, don't forget the fruit gums, oh, don't forget.
Hi, more entries from my diary. Sunday the 8th of August, a big family day out, the first in a very long time. It's for Evie's christening, and there are people there from Derry as well as South Meath. We had a lovely day. In the church, Evie was very well behaved. The priest, Father Joe, was telling us that baptisms have been delayed so long during the pandemic that some of the babies are able to walk up the aisle themselves. Lucy made a great job of doing a reading at the ceremony. Later at the restaurant, the Hatchet, we got to use our vaccination certs for the first time, and we had a lovely meal. Monday the 9th of August, 2 more scam calls from funny numbers, just after 10:30 and just after 11. No messages. Tuesday the 10th of August, had our dinner out today in a local restaurant. Gorgeous roast beef and turkey and ham. I used my phone for the first time to check in my vaccination cert, but it wasn't scanned, just taken a note of. And we weren't asked for picture ID to prove we were the same people as the cert said we were. Some of our extended family were on their way to Kilkenny for a little break when they got a phone call from their daughter. The photographer at a function they were at the weekend has tested positive for COVID. Oh dear, so they had to turn around and go back home again. Wednesday the 11th of August, wet. We arrived bang on time at the hospital in Dublin for Mary's 6-monthly scan at 12:30, right on time in spite of the expected delay in traffic due to the wet conditions. While waiting for Mary, I started reading a book, The Piano Tuner by Daniel Mason, given to me by Paula last Christmas. It looks to be very good. Big news, Evie has 8 teeth, not 2 or more, as apparently are normal for her age, 10 months. Her bigger sister, Rosie, has begun talking in different accents. No explanation. Thursday the 12th of August. Another trip to Mary's hospital, this time for her infusion appointment at 10, so bloods at 9, but we decided not to try to get there at that time because of traffic, so we aimed for 9:30. Left the house at 8:36, a bit late, but I dropped Mary at 9:20. A remarkably clear run, much better than yesterday in the middle of the day. I spotted a 10-cent piece on the footpath on Granville Street, where I parked the car while waiting for Mary, and I didn't pick it up. Too much trouble. I saw 2 council workers, a man and a woman, putting up a wide strip on the railings of the park. "Welcome home, Kelly Harrington, Olympic gold medalist." Woohoo! I continued reading The Piano Tuner while sitting in the car waiting for Mary, just like yesterday. I notice that lots of small leaves are coming off trees in the wind. It's very early for that, surely, the middle of August. One of the leaves landed on the front passenger seat, got in through a very small gap in the side window. On my walk around the streets of the city, I got talking to a workman who was one of 2 workmen putting up a sign at Dance World on Parnell Street. The sign is in several pieces, each covered in gold leaf, but there's a problem. One of the stars is missing and there's a dispute over who has it. The company says the workmen, and the workmen say they never got it from the company. When I arrive at the scene, one of the workmen is measuring the sign for a new star. A star is born. The other workman is in chatty humour. I learn that the gold leaf used to cover the sign, and there is quite a lot of it, is done by a man who specialises in this, but he's near retirement and they don't know what they'll do after that. I said it before and I'll say it again, there's a story in everyone.
And there's 4 of us who share the room as we work hard for the crack. Sleeping late on Sundays and they never get to Mass. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way and it gets further day by day. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. And Friday night comes round, Terry's only into fighting. Me mama'd like a letter home, but I'm much too tired for writing. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way and it gets further day by day. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. And it almost breaks my heart when I think of Josephine. I told her I'd be coming home with my pockets full of green. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way and it gets further day by day. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. And the only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It sort of eases the pain of it and it levels out my thinking. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way and it gets further day by day. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. maybe it's a notion. I dream I see white horses dance out on the other ocean. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way, and it gets further day by day. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here.
Thank you, Skeelta, for that wonderful rendition of the Ralph McTell song, It's a Long Way from Clare to Here. And we'll finish in a moment with Matt singing another Clare song, My Lovely Rose of Clare. Thank you all for watching this, and thank you for all your comments on our YouTube channel and all your likes. We look forward to seeing you again next week, and we hope you have a very good week. Until we see you again, take care and God bless.
Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. The sun shone like a jewel on the lovely hills of Clare, when I strolled along with my sweet lass one evening at the fair. Her eyes, they shone like silver streams with her long, long golden hair. And I won the heart of a young sweet lass, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. As we walked down by the riverbank, watched the shone flowing by, and listened to the nightingale singing songs for you and I. And now to say goodbye, farewell to all you true and fair. For I have stolen the heart of one, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my my life, so beautiful and fair, and I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. Thank you.